Now you guys know why I was stalling. Now you
Yeah,
guys know why I was stalling. Well, no, it's almost 4:20. I'm stalling for the last bowl. So,
yeah, we got the admin all up and running. Prestige. Oh
how's it
my God,
hanging, Draco?
bruh.
Bruh,
You had to seen that last episode.
what episode?
Did you see what was going on just in past 5 minutes with
I
investigators?
was watching muted.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, you guys all
So,
got downed. Fucked.
oh yeah. So in the midst of all that, so they were like, oh, you look, kill all the Asian men, kill all them Chinamen, kill them all, kill them all. I'm like, and all the other guys, they're talking normal, and Jim Freak is, he expects me of my voice, but the other guy, Sergeant doesn't.
Yeah.
So I hit him with the old man Wang. Oh, how dare you come up to my Mongolian wall? I can't believe all you come over here and take my sushi. I
uh,
fight all sides all the time. And they're like, wait a minute, we had a Chinaman on our side?
do we have shared chats?
No, I'm still gathering it
Okay,
all
yeah,
up.
I figured. I was just curious because, yeah, you know me.
Damn, there's that.
Do I gotta start warning you like 30 minutes before?
It's usually in the case with that type of game, I'm on
Because I could
extraction.
do that.
Well, I'm on the extraction game, so it,
Uh,
it does time consume the shit out of
like for
myself.
sure. Yeah, I did that like 10 minutes ago, powdered her.
Yeah, you should be shit shitting.
But I could give you a reminder like 10 or 20 minutes, but whenever you want. I just, I look forward to this shit, man. I'm like, fuck yes,
Hear
let's
me?
go.
Everybody hear me correctly?
Everyone hears you good.
Oh, okay, okay.
I got you muted on the Twitch pop out thingy to share because we're just in Discord, so I don't need Twitch audio. Fuck that shit. Discord's fine for me.
I'd do it both, I guess. I don't know. Maybe that's where I fuck it all up.
Yeah, I try to, you know, not have that.
I have been no homework this time. I've been everything's gonna have to be improv.
That's excellent. Because I've wrote down a couple of hypotheticals. I don't want to pick your brain.
So now today we've changed seats, huh? I'm gonna
No,
not.
I got some good ones from. I was chatting with this one guy and it was in Halo. Yeah, we were chatting the other night, and he hit me with a bunch of hypotheticals, and it made me think of a couple. So I was like, I wrote them all down,
Oh.
and I want to just pick. Well, I wrote them all down up in my head. I didn't write them down yet.
Oh, he's gonna try to
So-
see how much questions. Oh yeah.
Indeed.
You know,
A lot of them are like, how much would you have to be paid to do this? Because I find those interesting, and everyone has a price. You feel me? So, mentally written. Indeed, Superwoman. Indeed. So,
I don't know. I call myself kind of like an expensive date.
I see.
well, first off, I gotta ask, do you have, on Discord, is your mic connected to the new mic?
Yes.
Okay, so you are running the new mic.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just because it's kind of echoey, I was wondering if it's another mic, but no, it's that one. Cool. How is the new PC?
Is it echoing?
Oh, no, it's not echoing. It's like it sounds like you're in a big room.
Oh, I
And
am
it's like
far.
echoey, like it's echoing off the walls in a way. It's not, yeah, so I was just curious, like, how much sound buffering you got, but that's not a problem, dude.
This is me now, like aiming my face at it right now.
Yeah, I'm just being a stickler though.
right.
But second, are our chats shared?
Aren't they? I'm pretty sure I just did.
chat.
Trying to check.
Stream chat. How do we share chats? Shared chat. Start shared chat. There we go. Much better. Much, much, much better. Okay, got it. Perfect. Now we have shared chats. Much better. At least I think. I think you might have to accept it or something. But either way.
Yeah,
How is the new PC? It seems like it's running well.
for now, the new PC update is upgrade is very well. Thank you again. Like I said.
Oh, not a problem. It seems fantastic now, like compared to before. Like a little stutter here and there, I'd be fucking going insane. But
Well, I can't thank you enough. I do
Oh, yeah.
appreciate it. Like I said before on several occasions, being in the area from where I'm at, so poverty is a thing. So
Yeah.
like being where I'm at, like $1,000, that's basically a car.
Mm-hmm.
So this tower with everything on it is at least $1,000.
No, I had pets and I smoked heavily around that goddamn thing. It is worth no more than probably 200.
But still, that still gets a nice whip.
Yes. But the way it is right now, no. When I first got it, yes.
There is some technology on here that is pretty valuable that you don't normally get.
Yeah.
Unless you have to really spend an overabundance of money at a computer store.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
So
there
around here
you
you won't
go.
find you won't find these parts like that.
Yeah, and yeah, and I'm sure it's running just fine. Did you repasted the CPU, right? You got pasted on there. I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to ask that day. It was a hectic day, but very interesting.
And 7 hours on working on it because I forgot that settings for the legacy and the modern technology is the hard drive. So I was trying to figure out where through the BIOS, but I didn't know if you've ever gone that deep before.
I haven't, but
Yeah.
that's why we have a community, man.
God, somebody knew what like your model of PC knew and knew how to mess with it. That was the key thing.
So Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I help her with PC stuff, and she's having some PC trouble. So I told her to not turn it on until she gets the PC back into her place, and I will set it up for her. We will get that thing running smoothly.
PC nerd with you too, because
Yep.
apparently PC nerd, like I said, instant modded themselves that fast just for being able to like slow my brain down a minute to think about where the hell I'm going with it.
Mm-hmm. And if I can, like, I'll get Superwoman, I'll get Hardware, I'll get everyone I can to give me a hand for Wednesday. I'm sure they're willing to help Wednesday, because Wednesday, I've seen her overlay. She is over. So I have around 80 sources, all of them being used. Not right now. Some turn on, some for redeems and whatnot, but they're all there. She is over like 140. I don't know how. But like a lot of them are not being used. So there's a lot of clutter. I didn't look at her PC deeply, but there's a lot of clutter, I could imagine. She had a lot of desktop icons too, which scares me.
And if you do hear any background noise or anything, I do have company over at the same time.
So I have one row, and then I got a solid second row started. That's it.
So far.
That's it. We don't even have a PC icon. Don't need it. Don't need it.
We say not necessarily. It's already in the tab.
I get rid of shit I don't fucking need.
No necessarily need to keep it. It's already
You
in
feel
the
me?
startup.
Speaking of, I don't need Power ISO. I don't.
The other ones, when I have, like, you'll see, like, the bit finder and all that stuff. I had to piece together a file that was going for my college, and it was dealing with graphics design. And for some odd reason, they wanted me to, have it, bitted or some reason, or like ran through to make sure it can be Windows zipped and sent through. So like I didn't have a program like that, so I got like 4 or 5 of those just chilling, and some of them don't even activate.
I feel that.
But the word is they can activate themselves, just being a program on your PC.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't like people that have too many icons. Like, I will judge you by how many icons you have on your PC desktop. Not like too poorly, but like I will judge you.
Oh, I got some that I'm pretty sure has one that's like an uninstall. You know what I mean? I have like one that has an
His
uninstall.
work,
Like document, just icon for no.
super. That man is practical as fuck. God damn. I only wish to be at that level of lack of icons. On my streaming PC, on the other hand, I got a solid 3 rows, literally. Just 3 rows. That's it.
What do I got at night?
But I got a lot of temporary shit that I got to get rid of on there that I'm just leaving for no reason.
I got three. I got three.
What do you mean?
I got 3 rows.
Holy shit, Swole, you weren't following Draco? How dare you?
He don't love me. He
How
never loved
dare you?
me. I know. How disrespectful. You know, a swole.
But how was your week? Because I fucked up my back at that concert on Sunday, and then fucking I was in the mosh pit too long. Might be,
What
you
are you
know.
doing in a mosh pit?
What do you mean? I love to mosh.
I love to too, but at this
Mm-hmm.
point, it's just high jump kicking people.
Not at this concert. It was mostly just pushing people, but there were some hardcore dancers, but they were frowned upon, and there was a lot of crowd surfing. But yeah, I fucked up my back. But I got it healed very quickly. I also missed the chiropractor last weekend because Thanksgiving, you know. He wasn't working.
How are you? How
So,
are you even doing this at this time?
but no, I met him on Tuesday, got my back fixed, and then Wednesday I cleared the driveway and I slipped on ice and fucked up my back. I was so pissed off, but I had to clear the driveway still. I was not happy. That's why no one has heard from me all week. I have not been happy. But I just went to the chiropractor today. But it's been slowly healing. It has. Like Friday, I wasn't feeling too bad, but I just went to the chiropractor today, and I am fucking solid. So,
Well, that's good to
we
hear
got
that.
we got snow coming tomorrow.
But that's good that you ain't got like a twisted vertebra or like.
Oh, it's every week, dude. I go into the chiropractor and he's like, your lower column is out of place. You have this vertebrae out of place. Your ribs are out of place. Like every fucking week, it's the same, and I feel it. I don't get it, man.
He's like, I don't think they tell me the truth.
No, I gotta start. I gotta go to the gym and actually start working out. Not push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, planks. I gotta actually start working out. You know?
Feel ya, because I think I just told the old lady that I'm like, look, I was like, we got to get into a routine. I was like, I know it sounds just extra burden, time wasting, and just not worth it. I said, but we need to start getting into a workout routine, at least some cardio, something, because even in the winter time, if I'm already feeling aches and pains this bad, just muscly, that means I've lost,
It's
and endurance, so that I got to build up. I get
it's
back into it.
it's definitely worth it. I got the fitness pad right behind me. In the morning, I just do stretches, 10 minutes of stretches, limber up, just some nice little stretches. And then I start doing my plank, which 1 minute, 1.5, whatever. If I feel like going hard or not. And yeah, I do that, my push ups, sit ups, and then my pull ups. I do them in the basement on my I beam. I just got a pull up bar for the
My
door.
chat is not gonna want to watch me sit here and sweat my floppy
No,
flop
it's right when
cap.
you wake up before you stream or whatever. You just,
Oh,
yeah, just a
okay.
solid fucking like 20 minutes. But that's what I've been doing, and it's not bad, but like I need some actual working out. I work hard at work. Like I gotta fucking stay fit. I'm getting old.
I'm getting there too. I thought, I'm not like, fuck it. Dude, we've had a foot and a half of snow out here. We had to travel in that shit when snows blow sideways.
So here's a
We sit
question.
miles in this shit.
Here's a question. Would you want immortality?
Is that one of the okay?
No,
Is
that's
that
not
one
one
of
of the hypotheticals. I just thought of it.
the, so would I want immortality?
Yes. Because I wouldn't. Fuck that. That would suck. We weren't meant to
I
live
thought
forever. Our
about it
minds weren't
hard
built for
enough.
it.
I thought about it hard enough. I crave. So I have a god complex. I crave immortality, but
Okay.
know my limits as a human that can't, obtain that potential until you can ascend or transcend or get to a better level of plane where you are more enlightened.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
So,
that's more like morphing your mind or whatever. Like, this is you have the same mind. You're in your same body. You're just immortal. You
well,
are
all
still
of that,
prone to
all of that.
disease, death. You're immortal, though, if you don't encounter those. Like, your telomeres will never run out, if
So,
you know what I
so
mean.
for instance, immortal, you would be able to have deadly cancers and stuff, but you would never die from it.
Yes, it's like a
Um,
semi-immortal, but like, you know what I mean?
you,
Like your
you
DNA, how
know
it
what I
wears
mean?
down over time, it won't wear down. So you will be immortal if you're safe. Would you want that? So you have the choice of death.
Immortality is a thing I kind of look into. I don't go and be like, oh, blood ritual, Ali Baba, da 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 da.
Hmm.
Like I don't do none of that. But the fact of like immortality, if one can discover it and unlock it, or just in part of Fountain of Youth, for instance,
Hmm.
discover it, it's not gonna stay a secret for long. It really isn't. Not one person, but everybody's gonna become immortal. So that type of high power you got to deal with again. It's that transcendence. That your mind has to be at a level that's a god, the Santa Claus level.
Have you ever played the game Soma?
I don't think I've ever heard of it. That's good.
I'd recommend it. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Because I'm usually open minded about things like that. Like,
I
would
played it
I
on
like?
stream.
Would,
It's
would I?
it's it delves into
Could
like
I
consciousness
mentally?
and like if you could download your consciousness and upload it to a machine, what would that
Could
be
I
like for that
mentally
being?
withstand the the type of um? Would I be able to mentally withstand that that invasion of immortality? I I don't think so.
I'd say check out Soma. You actually might like it. You actually really might like it. It's kind of a horror game, but it's not like. So you know the people who made what's it called? It's a super duper famous horror game that people streamed a long time ago.
God forsaken. I don't play any horror games like that.
Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Thank you, Swole.
Oh, I've never played that.
Okay, well, it's a really good horror game that they made a long time ago, um,
Yeah.
and then after that they made Soma, but not many people got it. Like a lot of people did. It's just Soma. Um, right now it's $30 on Steam.
Yeah.
Totally worth it. Highly recommend it. But it delves into that more, like tough decisions and whatnot. It's not that scary. Like I was not. I was more frustrated by the enemies than scared and their mechanics. Like I'd run up to them and be like, "Okay, that's what you do when you catch me." Because there is no like fail state really. It's more about the story. You feel me? So,
Well, I'm still trying to focus on the question because on
well,
top
then
of
now I just want to add: would you ever download your consciousness so that it's like into a computer, and all of your memories, your conscious, like your mind in a way, download it into a computer to one day be able to make a robot that could upload your consciousness into it, and then technically you're immortal. Like the second you get your brain scanned, okay, boom,
they're just
you end up into a robot body because that's how your brain was scanned, and then everything before that point, and then you get uploaded. So then it's just like you wake up in a robot body. Holy shit, I'm immortal. Would you ever do that?
they would have to convince me that they can get an exact print.
Well, what's the trick to it? If once you die, or when you die, you wake back up in your body and not a robot.
Into anything. So for instance, so like I
Your
have a
conscious could be uploaded into a toaster.
no.
Technically, if it takes your data and then your conscious could be uploaded into a toaster. Your conscious could be uploaded into anything. And then from the point where your brain got scanned to the upload,
It's kind of like the 100.
would you ever do that?
That's kind of what he was getting around to, like the 100, like iRobot and all that. Like,
Oh, yeah.
see, see, once I bring up, like that one little sentient being, he's like that one in that one little robot in that millions of AI bots, and he's the one that's the most rebellious, and he's got to be singled out by Will Smith, and Will Smith go running through him.
But it has been let's say
let's
just hypothetically it has been, because you asked like what is it proven, it has been proven you can do it and then upload it into a robot. Would you do that? But then it would be a copy, like you would be your mortal self still, and then there would be a robot version of you that has all of your memories up into the point of uploading, and then they're separate.
At that point, it's cloning. Yeah, at that point, it's cloning.
But your clone would be immortal, unless it got destroyed, like it's a robot.
That's true.
You'd have to make sure you have like a fallback or a safety disk or something to be like, hey.
Well, of course,
just
yeah, of
in
course, of
case,
course.
I've
Yeah.
been corrupted.
Yeah, of course. And then would you do that?
I think I would. Honestly, I probably would.
I would, 'cause that makes
Because so there's already a scientific experiment that's been done with say Einstein's brain. Okay. They took neurons from Einstein's brain and put it into a processing simulator, into a computer, and and they had the little mini computer or whatever they had, for their equipment and project. It was uploaded with Pong, the game Pong.
Yeah.
So, mind you, that Einstein's been dead for a long period of time, but all of a sudden his neurons started playing that game of Pong. Now, how do you
Real
how
quick.
can you?
I don't want to
how can-
interrupt. You should change your category on Twitch. It's our graders still, I believe.
You're fired.
But I like, yeah, I would do it. I would upload my conscience. I would. As long as I could live in this body, in this life until I die. I'd know that I'm immortal from there on, Does that make sense? I think that makes
No, no,
sense.
no.
Yeah.
But yeah, so so whether we have this vessel or not, the neurons that are within our bodies and in our nerves naturally already can play shit like Pong, bro.
Oh yeah.
Think of this.
Yeah.
And if it just goes off the AI that it's given, and then it starts learning that both of these two need to work symbiotically, no matter what, they have to start from there. That is a long process of understanding that neurons have to be retrained, especially if it's coming from an already dead body. And not only on top of that, the brain
Yeah.
of, they said, Einstein or a genius of sort.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
So,
really.
like,
Yeah.
you
I just
have to
figured.
probably have some sort of intellect or like an IQ limitation to be honestly, to be truthful for something like that, because it, to me, it would feel that if you don't have enough ridges in your brain,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, you will not have the amount of, available space when that brain is extended, that, there's more surface space in Einstein's brain than there is in anyone else's. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you got to have some sort of built intellect on that,
Let me know when you're ready for the next hypey.
you know?
Yep. I feel you. I feel you. Are you ready? So, how much would you have to get paid to die in 2 years?
You can't. You can't pay me to die.
What about like an absurd, like $200 billion? Like any amount of money, just hypothetical.
It's against my religion and tradition.
Okay.
It's super strict. So I don't condone to anything that would say like, hey, you're paid off to be knocked off.
Okay.
I can't. There's no condoning to that.
Gotcha.
Anything. So like in the end, yeah, there would be a constant no to it.
Any amount of money, you chose 1 million. That's your minimum. You could like solve world hunger, Superwoman.
You know,
You chose 1
1
million. That's fair. I'm cheap.
Great things, but
Yeah.
look how much strength you gain in low places.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm cheap.
Oh, hey, man, how you been, homie? Man, you remember that back in 4th grade, man? I was going to help you out with that there homework assignment back in 4th grade, man. Come on, man. Man, I hooked you up with the Rice Krispie treat. Man, come on, look, dude. I hooked you up with $5 at the gas station, bro. You can at least do me big for at least.
No, you're gonna find out I'm cheap. I'm not gonna answer unless you answer. I'm not gonna answer. I'm not gonna answer unless you answer. Okay? If you answer, I'll answer. But I'm not gonna give my answer unless you answer, because that's not fair. And you said no, so yeah, no.
It's definitely a no.
I'm cheap. I'm cheap, and I don't have family. I just gotta worry about my kitty.
I'm an expensive son of a bitch for hypothetical questions. Trust
Yeah.
me. I'm like
right.
a prissy bitch on a date.
All right, we might be at odds here for some things, but since you left me at a dead end there, we're gonna go with an easy one then, simple one. Which company do you want to rather just never exist? No influence from their movies, games, whatever that they made onto other companies or anything. Would it be Nintendo or would it be Disney? One of them just does not exist.
Just one. Disney's gone.
Disney's gone. You say Disney.
Bye-bye.
Why?
Bye-bye, because I'll learn to let it go. Let it go. Ain't no more Disney or Walt anymore. Let it go.
I fucking love it. No, I am totally fine with that. I would choose Disney. 100%. Nintendo they're assholes. We've been over that. You know, in a previous
They got
podcast.
boys. They
Yeah.
got the boys.
Yeah, they're fucking assholes. But they can do no wrong to the Nintendo heads. You know, they fucking love them.
Anything Nintendo, like it is untouched, unfazed. What that company's been should have died out a long time ago, but for miraculous reasons, they're still existence making Nintendo Switches. They were quiet for a long time after GameCube. God damn.
Okay, so I love it. Next question: Nintendo or Sony?
Sony.
Sony. You'd rather have Sony die than save Nintendo.
Oh, you didn't say no. You just
Yeah,
said
yeah,
Nintendo.
no, sorry. Yeah, which one would you have die? Because you said, yeah, that was the original, you know.
Okay, so at that point, it
No
would be
influence. Yeah,
It
Nintendo,
would be
okay.
Nintendo, just because
Okay.
I like audio equipment from Sony.
And then finally, well, not finally, Apple or Disney?
But Apple looking pretty good. What is up with you know, I'm 100% on that Apple too, but what's up with the Disney?
Well, I just want to get a perspective. Just
The
by asking
Disney-
one or the other, and then I'm probably going to ask you Apple or Nintendo. See,
I
and
thought
then I
Disney-
get a
thought
list
Disney
in my
was-
head.
I thought Disney done choked you out for something. I'm like,
No.
what did we say?
I get a list in your head that's like an honest list instead of asking you all four and then you list them because then you got to think about a lot more things. It's just one after the other it's a lot more precise of a list.
Okay, now I get it. Okay.
Yep.
I was just wondering. I was like, man, the Apple looking better than Nintendo, you know?
Yeah, no, it was just a little
What are you looking for?
I need tobacco.
some four companies that were rated worst in the world besides EA. I didn't go over
Keep
EA.
in mind, I know Apple. Also, keep in mind, Macintosh was the same as Apple back in the day.
Yep. So, you got any hypotheticals for me that you can think
Not
of?
bad. Mine's basically improv. So,
Well, let me know if you can think of any, okay? Because I got a couple more.
so when you were playing, what's it, Halo 2?
Yes.
Is that what you were playing the other day?
Yes.
So I was looking through, watching some VODs and picking up some a little bit of homework, just a little bit on the side. So, what is?
Real quick, I just want to let you. Mine would go Apple, Disney, Nintendo, Sony. That's my list.
You one entitled ass motherfucker.
Sorry,
Just
continue.
couldn't help
Sorry.
yourself. Couldn't help.
While I was playing Halo, I was listening. I just wanted to get mine in because you kind of got yours in, and I felt like that's not fair if I don't get my answers in, you know, like or what vice versa, you know.
You have your game shows. I have my game shows.
Yeah, if you're gonna ask it a hyhypothetical, you should be able to answer it yourself, right? But
right. And
I-
I mean,
yeah.
you already had answers.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm about to get the question rundown from the meme video, you know?
So you were saying I was playing Halo the other day.
So the double jump bug.
What do you
Have
mean?
you ever heard of it? The double jump
What Halo?
glitch with Halo 2, yeah.
Halo 2. No, I haven't played enough Halo 2.
I think that's what it is. So there's a double jump glitch. These guys were in, I think it was Compound, and they were sliding down a gray ramp, or running down the gray ramp, and he would jump, and he looked like he leaped off, and then as he landed on a certain angle of where both, sections
Oh yeah,
of the-
I do that on the third mission. You jump down the ramp, and as you jump down the ramp, you gain more and more speed. And then at the bottom, you try to jump at the very bottom.
very end.
So then
that's-
you get
is
the
that
most
a
amount of
thing?
speed. That's speed running tactics.
So did they remove that, or is that still a thing that is as of today that you guys can meddle around with? that
It's
do,
still
like,
in I believe it's still in the physics of Halo today, though some Halos are fall damage, some are not. It's kind of weird. But even the ones with fall damage, as long as you hit at just the right angle with just the right amount of speed, you can go flying.
I got one still.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
They launched him all the way up to the top of that vent, you know, and he
Mhm.
sat up there. And then another time he did it again, but sat up in another direction. But watching all 4 sections of them open, of them little, you know, areas to cover, you know, where one person runs in a corridor, another person's got another 90-degree angle to come into another
Mhm.
corridor. He's got all angles right there. He's watching them.
Halo 2
And
is
he's
jank.
tagging people.
Halo 2 is a bit
So-
jank.
Well, that tells you how old that game was.
No, it was
from
made.
now till then.
How many months was Halo 2 made in? Let me Google it. Many months. There was a documentary about it.
I was gonna say, yeah, there
2
is.
made, and it's fascinating. I watched it years ago. Roughly 3 years they took. But they rushed the fuck out of the story and everything because they had nothing. It wasn't planned to be a Halo 2. They just kind of got forced into it.
It was supposed to be a definitive edition or some sort.
Yeah, and it's pretty jank, but it's fun. I like it, but I got to play more of it. But yeah, it's not my favorite. I'm a Reach boy. Everyone knows.
I'm more of a Halo Reach as well.
Yeah.
I will play. I will play all the rest of the Halos, but I just Reach is enjoyable.
I need
a
a speed run buddy because Swole is kind of not showing up for speed run in Halo
Whoa.
1. I want to get it in under
Whoa.
3 hours on Legendary, but he's been let me down.
Almost failing. Ah. He wants me to see. He wants to see if I could speed float across the ground now.
I mean, we did like the first 2 missions, but then he just kind of flaked on me. He kind of ghosted me for a bit. So like, yeah.
Older games like that, I don't mind breaking and shit. Like I don't mind doing like glitches.
Oh yeah, no, I love that shit. The achievements win Halo 1 in under 3 hours on Legendary.
Good God. Good God.
I did it for Halo 3 and Halo Reach so far.
3 minutes?
Yes. And you can only play 2-player on Halo 1. It's rough.
That's good. Holy shit.
But you just got to know the skips. It's not that hard. It's not that hard.
Floating across the ground is not fun until you actually lose all your momentum.
No, you know the first mission Halo, when you land on the Halo ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that in that mission, every time you go to an objective, you kill the Marines. Because it's quicker than saving them. If you kill them, then you can drive away to the next objective. And that's the strat. But after 2 objectives, they start shooting at you, so you got to do the right objectives in the right order. Otherwise, you get some really hard Marines with sniper rifles and shit, you know? And then speedrunning it. That's it. It's super duper fun. But Reach is a lot more fun, and because there's some fun skips. But Halo 3, you just run. You just get a group of 3 or 4 people and just run. Me, Swole, and my cousin Matt did it in one night. That's how easy Halo 3 is. Just give you an idea. With no elites, it's just too easy.
So, have you seen any of the stream so far for Soda Man that I've been doing?
I have. It's one of those you run around, shoot things, and then you get certain upgrades as you do it. And you unlock things as you go. I've seen
What are you
plenty.
thinking about it?
I've seen plenty of them.
I mean,
They're all kind of the same to me.
the biggest thing I like about it is they included freaking soda.
Yeah, I quit soda.
You know, so like
Yeah, I
that's,
kind of
that's
quit
the reason
soda.
why I enjoy that game.
I feel you, but yeah, I wouldn't say I quit soda. I still drink it on occasion, but yeah, it's special occasions, you know. So I'm not too into soda anymore. I'll be honest.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
I don't at all.
Yeah. Next hypothetical.
Do you got another one loaded up?
I got a tough one for you here.
Oh no.
You might say no to this one.
Oh.
How much money would it take you to bomb Switzerland? Enough bombs to kill everyone on the surface. You have to pull the lever. No one knows you did it. Countries don't go to war. Nothing happens of it. People remember it, and then they kind of forget after a week. People repopulate, and it's a new country. You could get enough money to help rebuild the country.
Well, this is
It's
kind of a first thing. This is kind of a first thing. So
Yeah,
I'm
so
now in my. I'm in that throne. right now.
my technique for this, by the way, is to start with like 200 billion, and then okay, that's a lot. Let me go down to like 20 billion. That's still a lot. 1 billion, you know, and then I work my way down. You feel me?
I have to think because if I don't succeed,
Like,
that
what's the
bombing,
minimum? Would you say? Because mine
it's
is
supposed to
1.6 mil.
eradicate everybody.
I'm a cheap motherfucker. 1.6 mil. I'll bomb them. I'm not looking to rebuild it either.
Did Switzerland do anything bad?
No.
Just do it.
Yeah, I'm a cheap
Oh,
motherfucker,
well.
man. Okay. Shit happens. I don't know what to say. No one knows it's me. I like. I'd have to live with that. But with 1.6 mil, I think I could live with that.
I'm kind of saying that.
That's my
you know,
minimum, though.
good
Like,
guy- good
I would
guy-
haggle, you know, but that's my minimum. But hypothetically, how much would it take
I want
you?
to be at the top in the end of the day, so I'm thinking like, I'm definitely gonna be above. Let's see here, Al Qaeda, definitely higher than ISIS. I definitely want to have a money stack of like maybe 2 billion.
2 billion.
2 billion.
2
Because I want
billion.
to sit fat. I want to sit fat at the end of the day. Because if
That's
I
your
don't see-
minimum. Like, you wouldn't take any lower.
2 billion,
That's your minimum. Okay. Okay.
2 billion, because I'm gonna have to be at a kingpin status right away. If I made that type of decision, I'm gonna have nations going. Lord Draco, sir, we now realize that you are a national threat.
No, again, no one knows it's you. No one, even if
It's
you
just
tell someone, it doesn't
incognito.
spread. It's like hypothetically, it is, yeah.
Damn, there's fucking incognito. I'm gonna hike that shit. Someone's gonna be broke. They better bring
Like, you
money.
could tell 100 people, they won't spread it. You could be on stream, no one will tell anyone. Like, that's the
Yeah,
it's the hypothetical, is that it will not spread. And people will know, but then they'll forget after like a week. They just, yeah.
they're paying out. 'Cause
Just
at that point,
hypothetically,
I'm
what
pretty
would you
sure-
do?
If I'm pretty sure it's like, hey, incognito, pop this button, ain't nobody knowing. And it's
Yep,
like,
you
am I-
you have to pull the
You know
lever
what?
to open the bombs.
How many billions of dollars? How many fucking space goddamn materials do you have? I want. Shit. It's gonna- I'd have to be like 2 billion be my minimum. If I'm gonna be a dick, someone's gonna hit the trillions.
Okay. I got another one for you. How much money would it take you to bomb all of Russia, hypothetically? That's a lot more lives. How much money would it take you?
I don't think it would. I don't know if it would.
Same hypothetical. You have infinite amount of bombs in that plane, and you got to pull the lever like 100 times, at least.
I have to be minimum 2 billion again, because
Now remember, everything on the surface. So everything in bunkers is still staying alive. All the government's still staying alive. All the citizens are dead, though.
Here's the thing: in all
But
reality,
no one knows it's you. No one goes to war.
In all reality, it's the system there that has to be eradicated. The civilians are not ones to blame. They're the only
Exactly.
ones
So
to
your
blame.
price would probably be higher, right?
Well, somebody else is gonna want to buy off of me pressing the button, right?
Mine's actually 20 million, just because the amount of lives solely. I'm not a killing person kind of guy.
I'd have to stay at 2 billion because there's conscious decisions between stuff, but yeah, I'd say 2 billion would definitely get me thinking about pressing a button.
I
I
like
told
it.
you I'm an expensive date.
I like it. Okay, cool. I'm just picking your brain. I'm just picking your brain. Again, do you got any hypotheticals for me that you can think of now? Doesn't have to be bombing countries. I'm done with that.
I do feel a little bit of, "Oh, no, come on, Commander," like, what's going on here? But Jesus
No,
Christ,
yeah, no, that's a fun one, just to pick your brain of like, is it more about the lives or is it more about politics? Or would you just, just
in all reality,
fucking
it's
put
more,
a whole shit ton of money so that you can look into rebuilding that country or something like that? Like, I want to pick your brain a little bit.
in more reality, it would be over lives,
Yeah.
and no matter what, you're gonna realize in amidst those lives is gonna be politics.
Mm-hmm.
And that's gonna choose whether that's gonna force you to choose civilians or that government of state takeover of what it is right there.
Mm-hmm.
If you eliminate the government state takeover, you allow a full flush of new civilians to be able to repopulate a congressional meeting area for their government to rebuild and
Exactly.
populate. But in all reality, in
Exactly.
the end, civilians are pushed to a lot of mind control just because your leaders, the leaders in general,
Mm-hmm.
they they are the ones that make decisions in the end of the days, and they have to make national ones. The ones we deal with, mayors.
Mm-hmm.
So like we got to go to those. Those are your kind of people you want to run into is mayors, and then maybe your Supreme Court, legislations.
Mm-hmm.
So
I feel you.
at that point, you're already. That's what I'm saying. Like it pulls it in no matter what. So I could say, you know, bomb Russia for $20. The reason why it'd be like that is, I, Russia's a piece of shit country,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think everybody in there in Russia is, you know, worth killing off.
Yeah.
Everybody is misled.
Mm-hmm.
If they didn't have the leaders that they had, and they were, led a little bit differently, it'd be a different outlook.
I feel you.
You know.
I feel you.
So like it's mind wipe. It's a mind wipe.
Yep. Ready for
Um,
the next one?
Good. You found another one? Are you fucking?
Dude, I
Googling
got a list in my head.
this? We need to do that. Yeah, go ahead. Strike me.
Okay, this one's a tricky one. This one's a tricky one. How much money would it take you to kill every single Nazi that is below the age of 16 with some sort of disease? You release it and it slowly spreads throughout the entire world, killing only Nazi children.
So I'm gonna become the Adolf Black.
In a way. In a way.
I mean, in all reality, I wouldn't be doing the world any harm, would I?
No, you would think about it. They're Nazi children. Their brains could be persuaded. Their parents are Nazis, just like influence. Like they could be changed, when they become like 20 or like in their 20s or something. They're still young. They're below 16.
But if these little sons of bitches are walking up to me full fucking,
I'm talking like a 3-year-old where all they've then been taught is Nazism. You're killing them as well. They could change. Yeah, see what I'm saying? Like, it's a give and take in a way. That's why I'm asking how much money. I'm not, you know. Or the children of Nazis. No, children who are Nazis with their family in it and they still believe in it below the age of 16. See what I'm saying, Draco? It's a tricky one, man. That's a tricky one, right? I told you this one's tough.
I know dates and times. That's why.
So my biggest problem is that might bolster their fucking movement. That very well might just bolster their movement. You see what I'm saying? It could have the opposite effect.
Have you seen some? So like to put to the understanding of like, because these people who live them lives, I've watched some up close and like VODs and.
Oh, I just want to interrupt. I'm sorry, but I'm always if I meet someone who has a Nazi flag in their profile, I'm more of a, well, why do you believe that? Why do you think that way? Well, have you ever thought about it this way? And then next time I'm planting the seeds, not just calling them a Nazi and banning them. Like I'm always they can be changed through persuasion and just communication and talking. So, yeah, no, that's why it's a tough question, man. Like,
Well, that's you got to think. It wasn't too long ago. Them Germans took a lot of bullshit from us.
mm-hmm.
And you have to remember, certain people had sicknesses back then before they even got into war with us. And those people still have sicknesses till nowadays, because even my parents would explain of depression times, right? And my mom knew of some German people who come from what they called the old country. And so when they come from over there, they'd tell you that famine was a thing, you know. So it's not like it's an unnerving commodity or anything, common. But people starved in cold weathers commonly,
Mm-hmm.
and you could be blind. Not only on top of that, radiated, because all the grounds around them at them times were also still being used for uranium and radioactive uses.
Mm-hmm.
So like everybody had massive lead poisonings. Everybody there was a lot in them times. So all the way till now, eradicating those that are descendants, and even though they're a part of it.
Mine's 1.2 billion. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
I don't think I could eradicate. I don't think I could eradicate without having a high number, and you'd have to stay at that 2 billion number.
Again, I'd say start high and then work your way down.
I'd say 2 billion, because
2 billion. Okay.
not everybody's gonna come up with that.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to know people,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a certain level of height at 2 billions where you're recognized for actually being able to possibly pay off people, in certain places.
Want the next one?
Fire away.
Reversal role for Jews. How much would you have to be paid?
Well, what?
How much would you have to be paid to kill every single Jewish person below the age of 16? It's a tough one. I know. Mine's like 80 billion. That's a lot more people. And like a lot of it's getting donated to Jewish churches. Like,
Well, at that point, I know who I'm meeting in the end, so I'm gonna have to. It wouldn't be money at that time. It's a race for a race.
mm.
in the end, I know who I'm gonna see. In the end, I'm gonna know who's gonna be pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
So, fair exchange.
Yeah.
You want the Jews eradicated? Trade your race for their race. Bring me all your people.
I could dig it. I could dig it. All right, enough about race. This one's
That one's sensitive one.
I know.
mean,
That one's touchy.
I don't think I could go back to church being like, "How you doing, Pastor?" I mean, flashbacks is, "Oh God,
It's a tough one, right? It's a tough one, right?
no." I go back to him and be like, "Yeah, I can make a donation, $5."
All right. You ready for the next one? This one's tricky.
Yeah, fire it over.
How much would you have to get paid to not communicate with anyone for the rest of your life? Every time you try to communicate with someone, they drive away, they walk away, they ignore you. If you assault someone, they completely ignore you. No one will communicate with you. They'll run away if they have to. But they will not communicate with you. Every time you call customer service, it's AI. The only people you talk to are AIs, including your wife. Everyone is gone in your life. How much would you have to get paid? Can't stream. My theory is I'd have to get all your necessities are met by Amazon, by the way. You don't have to work every necessity, food, water, basic necessities, toiletries, all of that, but no hobbies or anything. How much would you have to get paid? And my thought is like, well, I'd have to get paid enough to cover my hobbies in reality. And I could chat with chat GPT and try not to go insane.
I'd that or have to have a fucking. I had to go into a criminal state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because it'd be survival at that point. Because now I'm thinking, because I don't have anything, and all I have is Amazon available to me and Chat GPT.
You're not allowed into like stores or public places. Like if you see someone on the road, like they will run away from you.
Right. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna either have to hack fucking cards or hack.
You can still go outside. Like you can still go to the park and but you can't go to like the store or like the mall or public places where there's a lot of people. You can still go to like the woods.
Well, I'm saying, look, we realize what terminology I'm using. I said hack.
Oh yeah, no, I just am specifying the question just to make it easier a bit, you know.
Because at this point, I can't walk up and just grab somebody's wallet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so at this point, I have to do it from a distance. So I'd have to go and make money, to do that. I mean,
well, you wouldn't need like this is how much are you getting paid to the point where you don't need money. You can cover yourself for the rest of this lifestyle.
Everything.
And you can kill yourself in 5 years if you really want, but live your fucking like doing heroin or whatever, do whatever the fuck you want, But I've asked this one to a couple of people, and they always give the most fascinating answers. That's why how much would you have to get paid? Because for me, it's around, I think around, to cover all of my hobbies and like replacing stuff that gets worn down or like buying new knives if I'm engraving or whatever, I would have to say around 10 million.
Damn, I had 750 million in my head.
That's not bad.
I'm gonna need a lot, and again,
all your food, everything's
is
living wise is covered. It's arriving on Amazon like every night, more than enough.
Goddamn, may as well kill me and throw me in an anime, motherfucker.
And you just put shit in your garbage can. You don't have to bring it to the curb.
Hey,
it magically disappears in a way. But yeah, you don't even see the trash, man.
Just a little body sore, but I'm good, everybody.
So the question, Superwoman, was for those who are just tuning in: how much would you have to get paid to not have any human communication whatsoever? You're not allowed inside of stores or anything, any public places. You can still go to the park or go in the woods, but like you can't talk to anyone. If anyone sees you, they run away. Like, you cannot talk to anyone but AI. You call customer service, it's always AI. You can't even talk to your you can't even talk to your family. It's complete discommunication from everyone in your life. But don't forget, you can't work, Pablo. There's no job you can apply for and get the position because you can't communicate with anyone. You have to get enough to cover your entire hobbies. All of your needs are met. Your food, water, everything is arriving nightly in Amazon, more than you need. And then the garbage is disposed of, whatever you have left over. But your hobbies are not met. Like utilities are met, toilet paper, all of that. But how much money would you have to make? You can't like cash checks because you can't even go to the, well, you could do it through the app if your bank has an app, but like, yeah, it's a huge, I like the answer. I do. It's a tough one, you guys. That's the whole,
I'd have to be some like cyber hacker because I from a distance, like I said, at this point, because everybody walks away, moves away, leaves me alone, and everybody just like ignores me. I can't get to nobody's wallet. I can't be like, hey, yeah, fucking, oh.
well, you don't need to steal, Draco. It's how much money would you have to sustain the rest of your life then?
But
And then you don't have to steal.
Rules you're putting on a man.
I know.
You can't just temporarily be like for 1 millisecond.
You can move into well, you can't really move into whatever house you want at that point. You can't really move.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You got to think about the physics and the ethics that you put into this.
Yep. I give my answer.
That's why I said 750.
You cannot talk through text, Super. You cannot communicate with them, and you can't watch streams. You can't communicate in any way. You can't chat. There's no texting. There's none of that.
The cats don't answer you. The dogs don't answer
Completely
you.
distant.
The wind don't even. The fart that you release just ignores you.
If you text them, like they won't answer.
Yeah.
They won't acknowledge.
Think of the rules that have to be applied to that. So immediately, yeah, I have to acquire not only just the money I get paid for, but I'm gonna have to keep going for the rest of my life. The rules apply until what? The money's gone. So like, I'm gonna have to keep that up for the rest of my life, doing it from a distance.
Yeah, but you don't have to keep it. You just have to have you could say like 200 billion, which is like absurd. But like, it's just a hypothetical, you know.
Well, in all reality, I better not be spending $750 million in fucking 40 years of whatever leftover life I've got. Jesus.
And Superwoman, you can have that money go toward your family before you discommunicate. You can have it go toward whatever you want. You have, let's say, like a week, and then it's over.
Sparrow's chunking it up. He's getting chunky on it. He's
See?
like, wait a minute, I need to think up of some insurance policies here. You won't be able to call for insurance policies. Won't even be able to go into a store. Doors won't even recognize you.
I still have a couple, but do you have any hypothetical? Anyone have any hypotheticals? But you still haven't given your answer. But yeah.
I already said 750 mil.
Oh, okay, 750 mil. I love it. Good shit. That's not bad.
Fire off the next one. I'm surprised that one existed.
Let's see if anyone's got some good ones. Anyone got some good ones? I mean, do you have any good ones? See, I like hypothetical. Yeah, no, I don't know. They're tough to think of, but I got a couple more. I got a couple more I could hit you with.
How much
Facial
should
hair.
I require?
I mean, I would go for at least 1,000, if not 2,000, like Superwoman said.
I don't know. That's a good question, Sparrow.
Yeah.
You got a massive beard. How much? You have swore you would never shave that thing. What is your answer to that? How much would you be paid?
Well, no, Because if you're going to shave it soon anyway, then you have to make it a lower goal. Because if they don't reach it, then you're kind of fucked. But if you're not going to shave it and it's just kind of like a tempting thing, make it as high as you want. But then if they don't reach it, realize you're going to disappoint a lot of people. That's kind of the tough line that you walk between. I think 1,000 would be fine. But even then, I don't know if you have enough. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't know if any of us have enough of a viewer base for that. I'm thinking more like maybe 600. But that's the thing is like, are you willing to refund people if they don't make the goal?
You'll have to help.
And then if they do, like, yeah, it's the whole, yeah. That's why I'm, How much would you have to get paid to eliminate the first president of the U.S.? You mean like go back in time and take out George Washington before he became president, I assume? Like right when the revolution happened, but take him out, so it's a completely different outcome each president after that, practically. With some similarity, but like, yeah, it's just going to be a completely different world history. Fuck. That's a tough one. Give me a second. And then come back to the current time. Superwoman, like I have to live in the current time. I don't live back then, I hope. Well, he did have influence in like the Revolutionary War, but he just died unnatural cause. He got assassinated. No one knows who did it, and it was me. But living now. Okay, so I come back after I kill him, and I have to live with the outcome. Fuck. But I get in today's like this current time's money. That money. So if it's like hyperinflation, I get that much amount in equivalent money of like right now.
Keep in mind, money back in them times are much different.
Yeah, and you got to think if I'm influencing this current time money, and then yeah, like if I get transported in a different time, and it's like, you know, if I say hypothetically, if I say $1 million. And like $1 million is worth like $200 million, and that, you know, then it's adjusted. Exactly. So it's adjusted, is what you're saying. So like, yeah, I would, if I said $1 million, then I would get 200 million in the time that I move back or into, because that's adjusted for if it's inflated or deflated, even if it's. Like the money is still low or something, you know, like we're on the gold standard for longer and the inflation is still low. And so like 2 million is like 100 million, then I'm losing money in a way, but not really. It's just inflation. You know, it's just adjusted for if there's inflation. If that's the case, I would say 200 million.
And keep it in mind, back in those times, that money didn't even exist.
Well, no, I'm saying not back in. So, Draco, you kill the first president, and then the second you do, like no one knows who did it or anything. You could do it in like a bar. It's like blatant, you know. You kill George Washington.
No, I was keeping up. I'm just saying, like, just keep in mind, like, that type of money. If you would have spoke just that word alone back then, you know, you would have been ran out of town.
Well, let's say the inflation stayed the same as back then, and you asked for $2 million, you would be getting like $2,000.
Yeah.
But you would still be living like a king. Yeah,
you're rich.
Yeah, you're still living like a king. That's the. It's just
whenever you want, you get
yes.
it. You get it.
That's why I'm like, okay, it's adjusted for. So like you could be getting less or more, but it's based on okay. Yeah, just because that could change in that hypothetical. That's why I have to ask. But if that's the case where it's like it changes, so if I say like 200 million, and then yeah, it's literally the same as back then. Yeah, I'd get 1,000. But like if it's hyperinflation, then I'd get like billions, you know, but it's, you know, like $200 for a soda. Or something, you know.
It does matter. Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Hyperinflation,
yeah.
hyperinflation. It does matter.
Yeah, but like I'd still be living like a kid type of deal, you know.
200 million back
Mhm.
then. Good God.
Yeah.
I swear to God, anybody would have showed up.
That's
and
why I'm,
Joe
yeah,
Biden.
yeah, like I would be causing red flags if it was low inflation or like, yeah, or I'd lose a bunch if I got 200 million and then like shit was worth 10 times more than it is right now, you know, then I'd be like, fuck. It's like, I gotta
This man's
ask.
he's not Indian. He's not British or anything. What fucking planet does he own?
All right, you ready for my next hypothetical? I got a good one.
Oh, shit.
How much-
I got one.
Okay,
for you,
okay,
though.
okay, good shit. Yes.
Would you rather have been the Native American welcoming Christopher Columbus, or would you have rather have been Columbus discovering in America?
Both of them are kind of like as what we know now, they spread diseases and everything, and it was super bad for them to meet them. But like they were trying to spread the word of God, so it was a different mindset, you know. But I'm kind of an atheist. That's why it's a tough question. I would have to go with the one meeting Christopher Columbus, just for that reason, because I'm not too into God. Does that make sense?
If there was a better way to approach, other than the current greetings that they made, what other approach would you have made to Christopher Columbus if it was you greeting him and making that choice
So
of
if it-
letting that a foreign person onto your lands?
So if it was me in current day and like I was aboard the ship and I was the captain, I would realize this place is like a sanctuary and we should defend it. We should create borders on the shorelines because you got to remember there's going to be other countries like Spain. They came and went down southish, and then there's the French. Like there's other
would
countries that are
garrison-
coming in. That's
You would
the
garrison up right away.
I would do my best to defend the shoreline for you guys and try to say let's keep this a sanctuary for you guys for what I know now, you know. But
Okay.
you know, that's not really that's a different hypothetical, you know. But I like it.
Well, because at the same time, would your choices have been the same that they made, you know? And of course, no one has the same
No.
choices.
No.
If it different leaders, again, different people.
No, those fuckers, they brought the priests into the fucking townships, and if they didn't conform to Christianity, they killed everyone. And then the Native Americans started running from the priests, so they just did their whatever. Their blessings and everything before they did the slaughter, even though they all ran away. But then they started doing it on the shoreline before they even reached the fucking townships of the Native Americans. So like no, I would not do it the same. Like I don't think anyone would do it the same as the way they did nowadays.
Thought, in other words, they thought that Mexican bull won't leap the fucking wall.
Yeah, like they were brutal back in the
Indians are
day.
smart
Yeah.
as shit.
Mhm. Yeah, like no,
Playing them right in front of them like bumbling cavemen was not the smartest idea.
But
no.
I've thought about it. I would love to see like the Americas before we settled here. It would look beautiful. Everywhere I fucking went would just be fucking different biomes and beauty. It would be so awesome. Like imagine the Grand Canyon. Oh my Niagara Falls. See what I'm saying?
This land was beautiful before we all came and destroyed it.
Well, I mean, you guys created Niagara Falls. That was all you guys, but like that's man-made. If you didn't know, we did. Yeah, no.
Well, like I said, if everything was left to nature, it'd be a whole nother story, you know? It'd be cleaner water, I'll tell you that. Go ahead, hit me with that hypothetical while I smash down some egg and cheese and sausage.
Okay. How much would it cost you to chop off your right arm?
Damn, that's my good arm. That's the only arm that's got the most damage.
Don't forget, you can get a prosthetic. Like you can get,
Oh, don't
and
tell me
they're
that.
pretty nice nowadays. Like you know, like you could, hypothetically, but you're chopping it off.
$10 mil.
10 mil
10
for your
mil.
arm. For your arm, I can
that
respect
arm.
it. I can respect it. I'm looking at like 6.4 mil, so we're pretty close there.
I want that bicentennial arm I was talking about, man. I want that fucking arm.
It would be pretty cool. It would be
press
pretty
a little
cool.
button and be like, hey, baby.
Yeah, so I love it. I love it. I don't know. That was a good one. That was a quick one. That was a quick one for sure.
Oh, good God. There's so many. So, on that, the Washington, or not the Washington Monument, but the presidential monument that they have down there, I think in Arizona. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Benjamin Franklin, Andrew Jackson, all them.
Mm-hmm.
You know how many times I've seen Native American, I'm looking at chat too, but I've seen Native American faces on there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's because I go to these powwows, I go to, tribal meetings and people, I would go and visit them.
Mm-hmm.
But I look at them and as white as I am, I'm feeling like the same situation. I'm like, it should have been Geronimo. It should have been Sitting Bull. It should have been, Red Cloud. It should have been, Pocahontas. It should have been, it should have been all them great leaders, people that actually meant something. I sat there and laughed at it, but when I caught a giggle off of it, native lady, kind of knew why I was laughing. But she goes, why are you laughing? I said, I'm white and I know what that means.
Well, I'm a very respect. I say no faces on a mountain, not even Indian shit. No faces. Leave it. Like how are our plants supposed to grow? No, leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
If they did faces like that, that's like those native leaders should have been, who
Yeah.
honorable, real ones.
Yeah. I feel you.
I
But
wouldn't want- I don't think and agree to like I said. What were you gonna do with the land? Make a statue from the land?
you want the next one?
Yeah, go ahead.
How much would it cost you to chop your penis off?
There ain't no money in the world.
No, wow.
No money in the world gonna pay me enough to remove that motherfucker.
I say $2 billion, at the
No,
very
ain't no
least.
money. Ain't no money, and dude. It's you guys.
I need a lot of hobbies.
Let's go ahead. You need endless money. Can't get rid of my beast. I can't get rid of this.
Let's see, Spur. How much money would you need to be an experimental pilot and fly to the edge of the universe for science, knowing I'd do that for no money. If I'm gonna do it, fuck yeah.
I wouldn't be another human ever. So,
Yeah, that would leave me like a legacy. Like fuck yeah.
so I know this is now. So I don't have to be paid money to do that.
Like even if they learn, like, oh, humans weren't meant for long space travel. Good to know. We gotta, like, it's little baby steps. That's all. That's what I'm about.
Lorraine would do it for free.
Like, fuck it, I'll be a fucking space monkey, shave my head. Fuck yes.
Well,
Long as you
so
guys
I-
learn something and it expands the space travel. I'm all about space. I think that's the next frontier, personally.
well, okay. So, how much do you believe that space and astral planes are parallel universes?
I haven't really looked into that. Dude, I like space porn. I like when artists create
No, 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 not
recreations of
porn.
different
No, no, no,
universes.
no, 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 no,
No, no,
not
not
porn.
not that. No, like I like it when artists recreate different like visuals of universes and whatnot. What it would hypothetically look like from like a space station or what. I love that shit. That shit. Oh my god. Or like what the sun would look like if you flew by in a space. I love that shit. It's space porn. Not the space porn on that's on Pornhub, but it's like it's got its own category on Reddit, and I fucking love that shit. Oh yes,
So,
I think that shit's
in
beautiful. But I feel like that's the next frontier. Is like we need to expand from this planet, and it's not going to happen in my lifetime. I already know that. Like going to another galaxy and like hyperspace travel and shit like that. It's not going to happen. Like we'll go to other planets that are around in our solar system, but that's as far as we're gonna get in our, lifetime.
in relevance, do you believe in astral projection?
No, no.
What would be your
I would have to have a machine that could activate it,
what
and
would
not
be
just people on drugs. Because I've done a lot of psychedelics.
what would be your envision of your general spirit? What do you feel that your spirit would represents?
What do you mean?
What do you feel that your spirit cries out the
You
most?
mean like animal type or something?
Just any form. It's hard for me to ask and explain in the way I'm asking. For you to be able to express yourself, what would that be? How would we see that?
What do you mean? I'm expressing myself right now.
How,
Am I not? I don't know exactly what you're asking. I'm not very spiritual, though. You know this.
yeah, that's why I'm trying to figure out how to elaborate this. Yeah, but
Yeah.
I don't think I can because this is.
It's a different mindset.
Yes, it's hard. It's hard to. It's kind of like speaking a different language to you, because how do you see your spirit flow? How do you see it flow?
I just stay busy, man. I don't know. I know a lot of drugs and spent a lot of time in the woods. Never really got a spiritual thing, if you feel me.
So you never sat back and looked from the outside.
Oh, I have. I've taken a lot of ketamine, like out of that out of body experience. But like, yeah, that's just drugs, man. I'm a skeptic.
You definitely need a sweat lodge. To learn some of the Anishinaabe, I'll tell you.
Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe one day I'll visit, and Saturday we could do a stream together, literally.
Yeah, we need you says fucking more shrooms, bring the sacred pot over. No, I ain't talking about the medicine bucket.
I got another one for you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
How much would it take you to join the army? 4 years, you have to go in there. If you fucking MIA, you're gonna be KIA, kill on sight, or KOS, kill on sight. To any military, any police officer, you're pretty much fucked for the rest of your life, which is gonna be short.
I wanted to enroll into the Marines.
So how much money would it take you to go into the not the Marine, just basic training, Army. You're not on the front lines.
And they
You're
were
just
like,
doing grunt
yeah.
work. Like,
They were like,
and-
yeah, hey, we accepting you. Shit, you
Yep.
ain't gotta pay me nothing.
No chance of dying while you're
You
in
ain't
the
gotta pay me
Army.
nothing. You ain't gotta pay me
Nothing.
You ain't gotta pay
By
me
the end
nothing.
of it.
I do it for my country for free.
Okay. Wow.
My
4
country
years of
policy.
your life for free. You just get free
Yeah.
meals. What about like your
My-
family? You could send that
Sorry,
money back to them.
In all reality, I wouldn't be taught if I actually got my dream job and became a state police officer or a Marine. Army is just as good.
Okay. Have you ever thought about applying into the Army?
I'm mentally not stable enough for
I
their
get you. I'm the same way.
equivalents.
I'm the
Which
same
I get it
way.
because they're one major. I've asked some of them, the recruiting, officers. I said, "What is it that's throwing you off about me right now? Like, why do you see that weakness in me?" And he goes, "We know you probably wouldn't have the problem pulling the trigger. We also know that we can tell that you have a problem differentiating, your targets."
hmm
And and I can't side talk him, dude. This is a guy trained to
Well,
kill another motherfucker, right?
what if you don't make it through the 4 years? Think about your
No,
family. You
hear
could
me
at
out.
least
No,
set
hear me
them
out.
up
Hear
for
me out. Hear me,
life, you know?
hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Because he goes, I understand that you have a problem differentiate, and you get clouded thoughts. And he
Mhm.
goes, we also know that you will be traumatized. And I'm like, but isn't that what most soldiers go through? And he goes, yeah, some of them can recover from that type of trauma. He goes, but if your best friend was in that same platoon with you, sitting next to you, and he gets shot, you're going to be able to keep composure, or you're going to go try to jump that ditch thinking you're fucking gun ho macho, and you're going to start swinging one of our guns around and flailing it about and get shot and risk our units coming to save you. And I sat there, thought about it. I'm like, and he goes, sit down there and think about that, boy. He goes, really sit there. And he goes, you see that soldier right next to you? And there's nobody next to me. He goes, you see that soldier right there? That's your best fucking friend.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
he's bleeding out right now in front of
But
you.
like I said, they wouldn't put you in active
No, no.
combat.
No, but this gentleman put me into active understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, that is your best fucking friend right there, dying in front of you. You can't. How do you treat it? And he goes, do you know medical? And I said, I do know enough to try to heal him. And he goes, how do you heal a puncture wound? At that time, I didn't know, like, you plunge the thumb in, like, he was talking puncture wound, and he was telling me, he goes, see, when you're clouded like that and you're worried more emotionally, he goes, your brain doesn't think properly. He goes, you can't be in because that's the fracture that causes many a man death, not just one or two, many, because of emotional fracture.
So no money, but you couldn't. But that's the thing. If you didn't make it through, that you would at least want money to cover your family, right, man?
You can't.
Like cover your family for life while you're in
Well,
there,
if
just
if
in case
I'm
you don't
paid
make
to
it
do that,
through. But if you make
if
it
I'm
through,
paid,
then
if I'm paid and they accept and everything, yeah, you ain't paying me nothing. You ain't got to pay me nothing.
okay.
I'll still do it.
What about
I'll
4
still do it.
years? What about your family? What are they gonna do for 4 years?
I want to be here. I want to be here, and I'd still be gone. I'd be out defending my nation.
Okay. Well, I'm just right. I mean, like, I would at least try to set up the fam, right?
The other part, here's the thing: is when you're doing that type of stuff, you need money for yourself. You don't
Mhm.
get.
But you wouldn't
You
have
don't
any
get.
money. You would just get,
That's the point.
given.
What if I go and send that money back to my family? Yeah, they're paid up and doing good, but in the field of battle, while they have little vendors and little homeboys that drive their little trucks by and say, "Tutu, what's up?"
Well, they get paid like, weekly or month. Well, they get paid weekly or monthly, but I'm talking you wouldn't get paid. This is your pay. How much would you have to get paid? That's what I'm saying. Is like you're not getting paid the normal rate for being in the military whatsoever. This is your pay.
You ain't paid me because I'm a different. I'm a different person. If
What
they
about like
wouldn't accept-
smokes?
I wouldn't. I'd be taking it, stealing it.
You're stealing it. You're gonna get fucking honorable discharge.
All right, hang on one moment. Hang on one moment.
Like at least like $100, like it just get you by. Like you quit smoking? I'm just, yeah, I'm thinking about. It's a hypothetical. I would say just at least a little money, right? I know you wouldn't like, but what about like your family and shit? You know, it's some. I don't know. Because, like I said, you're not getting paid by the army while you're in there. Because normally you are. You have like a salary, but like no, you're not. That this money covers that. You're fighting for your country, but you're getting money right in the beginning for doing so. Now, how much would it take? I'd do it. Right? It's a tricky one. That's a tricky one for sure. But it's a good one. That's the whole point. I no money. I'm not willing to accept that just because I feel like his family would not be doing too hot without him for 4 years. Again, he's getting no money while he's in there. Can't afford. I love it. I like 200K. Mine's 1 point. Actually, it's actually it's 400K. It's not too far off. So yeah, I love it. Anyone got some hypotheticals while he's BRB? I wanna see him. I wanna see him flying. I wanna see the hypotheticals, please. True. You guys got nothing? You can't think of anything? Superwoman had a decent one. I just had a lot of questions for it. I'm sorry. It's the way it goes. Water, that's not really a hypothetical. It's not really a hypothetical. It just depends on what you define as sea. Would you have to be paid to live in Russia alone near Chernobyl for the remainder of your life? So it's kind of like the isolation one, only you're in a specific spot. How would you get food, water? Would you get Amazon? Like, how would that work? Uh. No, because crabs, they fly up into the water all the time. I think they know they're in water, and like there's air above them. I think so. I'm pretty sure. Old school hunt for, oh, god damn. Hunt for mutated food. All right. Fuck. That's a lot. Well, like it doesn't matter. I can't spend the money, Superwoman. So no, that's a bad hypothetical. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just yeah. No. Well, far enough, but I have to travel back. And it's like a 2-day trip each way. No. That's not fair. That's not a fair hypothetical. Because like no amount of money would buy me anything that would make my travel faster either. Like it's that I'm not traveling anywhere that's like any major cities or anything. I'm traveling to like fucking small town shit. It's a brain. No, there's no amount of money. Because, you know, I would buy the town and then what? I have to travel back. Like, there's no amount of money. It's an unfair hypothetical. You have to be able to spend the money on actual stuff. Like, if Amazon was arriving, that would be a good hypothetical. Like, magically arriving with their drones. And I can get whatever the fuck I want out there. That's a decent hypothetical. Like guns, anything I want, I have license for anything. I can get a tank. Then you got a fair hypothetical. Because you're in Chernobyl and you're alone and you're isolated. You know, then it's a, you know, give and take. Right? You feel me? Like, then you got some good shit there. You can get drugs too. Okay. Like, how much money would that take? I'm saying at least 200 million. I type it. You're good. You're good. Yeah. You're good. It's just, yeah, no. If I could get literally whatever I wanted out there, but I had to be isolated, had to be alone in Chernobyl, couldn't talk to the tourists or anything, then yeah, I would. 200 mil. Sounds about right. Okay, but you're fine. A little tweaking, and that's a good hypo. What do you think, Draco? I heard him for a second. I don't think he's back yet. I don't know. I can get any drug I want, too. Anything I want. Crap. But like my life's short anyway. I'm probably just gonna get a whole bunch of different drugs and get fucked up. And then get like guns or just have some fun. And then yeah, my life will be short, but it'll be a fun one. And then some fireworks I could get a whole bunch of shit. It would be so much fun. It would be a fun fucking month, I'd say. But yeah, it would be fucked up. It would be fucked up. I can't think of any more hypotheticals that I had in my head. I know there's a couple, but I just can't think of them. I hope Draco doesn't expect me to come up with hypotheticals. Philosophical? Hypotheticals are just philosophical to begin with. There's a lot of people who cannot actually engage with hypotheticals, Swole. Where they're like, that's unrealistic, that would never happen. The second I hear that, I'm like, you can't engage with a hypothetical. Those people are boring. Do you feel me? Do you feel me? But there's a lot of people that cannot engage with a hypothetical. Use one meal for 8. So I could only choose on one of those foods. Like a single food. So I couldn't choose like a plate of dinner. Like a single meat. It's got to be a single food. I've been asked this a lot of times. I would go with mashed potatoes because potatoes are actually very nutritious and you can survive off them for the rest of your life. A lot of other foods you can't survive off of. There's a couple of others, but potatoes, they're the most basic. I could probably eat them every single day. It would be miserable. So that's what I would answer with, Haiwan. What do you think happens after we die? That's just... what you think. I don't really care. I've thought about it a lot, and I've thought about a bunch of different things that I think it could be, but I could never narrow it down. So it's just like whatever happens, happens. Because there's so many different possibilities.
You have to forgive
That-
me for this podcast.
yeah.
One moment. I'm on a temporary BRB's break real quick.
You're good, take your
Got a
time.
company here. I have to deal with stuff here.
You're good, take your time. But yeah, no, that's just a tough question. I've thought about it a lot though, like since I was a kid. So I have no idea. I'll be honest. Again, there's a bunch of possibilities we could go over. Is it worth it though? Because we could just look at that up. Yeah, philosophy's weird. I studied it a lot after being a druggie. To go into deep, right? Anyway, I gotta think of more hypotheticals for when he gets back. I like the food one, but like I feel like that one's too popular. I've been asked that one a lot. I like tricky hypotheticals that really make you fucking think about all the different aspects. You feel me? Would you be? I would be someone OP as fuck. We've already talked about how Santa Claus is OP as fuck. But he's kind of got like an obligation. You feel me? I don't know. Because I would choose a superhero over one superpower. I would choose one that has multiple superpowers. But one that doesn't have many obligations. I'd have to look into that one. I don't know too many superheroes, I'll be honest. But I know there's some that are OP as fuck. And they have like zero obligations. But like they just hold grudges and whatnot and have enemies. But like I totally would just be like, yeah, whatever. To never have been born. Who would it be and how much would you need to pick that one person? See, you keep on going back to the money thing. What if it's like a famous person that you don't like? Could it be someone from the past that has died? It doesn't have to be money oriented though. I love those ones. Everyone's got a price, so like if you don't answer, it's got to be for a very good specific reason, you know. Any one person. So like Pat, living, dead. He never was alive. They never were alive. They never had influence. Yada yada. All of that jazz. Because, like, I'm not a big death guy. I would want to pick, like, a great conqueror just to see how the world ends up afterward. Like Alexander the Great. Or like Genghis Khan. Just because... I don't really hate any celebrities. To the point where okay, so I'm not someone who will be like, you need to live or die. I'm not like, I'm like my way of thinking is like society should choose something that drastic, whether someone lives or dies. The whole of society or the people that we vote into it shouldn't be one person. That's kind of fucky. Never exist. See, like I'm not like that. I'm sorry. That's why I'd choose someone like way back in the past that I have no affiliation of knowing, just to see how things turn out. Like someone who had a great impact. Does that make sense?
All right.
Welcome
I'm
back.
back.
Welcome
Yeah.
back. I'm going over with hypotheticals with the chat because I actually ran out. So. I got nothing.
Eating some food for a second. Had to
You're
get some
cool.
lunch too.
What are you eating?
Potato, egg, sausage, casserole.
We just mentioned that. High One said, "What's one food that you would eat for the rest of your life?" And I said, "Mashed potatoes, just potatoes in general, because I can mash them and do a whole bunch of different stuff with them. Can't use like spices or anything, but like you can survive off of potatoes for the rest of your life. It's been scientifically
food?
proven.
Pemmican. I choose pemmican.
I don't know how long do you think you could survive off that for the rest of your life?
Off of pemmican?
Yeah, that's the thing. How nutritious is it?
That's very.
Okay,
Look it up.
okay. Well, is like potatoes have been proven. Someone could live off potatoes for like 60 years, just potatoes, nothing else. So that's why I don't know, man.
You know how they have them ground up beef jerky little tins?
Is it pemmican?
Yeah, pemmican.
Pemmican. It's like a meat.
Yeah, well, you can. So, it is a form of nutritional. It's our granola bar. It's the Native Americans' version of food nutrition, NutriBars, right? So, you grind. So, like, if you're out in the desert, you'd find cactus flour, or like prickly pear. So prickly pear flour. And take that off of there, mix it in with there. You take your berries.
They say off
You
of
find
only
up-
the AI answer says off of only pemmican you'd survive for months, but no longer a year. You need other nutrition. That's why I'm like potatoes, and I could
So-
survive for like 60 years.
So
I might develop health defects.
The great thing about natural knowledge and electronical knowledge is, so these are field tested. That's just
Oh, that's more than like if you survived off of only cheese, it would be like 2 weeks to like 3 weeks,
You're gonna
like
be-
nothing
you're-
else.
Yeah, you're gonna meet by the end of the
Yeah.
month. It'll be bad.
Yeah,
It'll be
like
bad.
pemmican's not bad. Like I will say that's not bad.
So-
That's better than most foods, but like that's not. It's nowhere near a
Pemmican is
potato.
Really dried up meat jerky, any meat, buffalo preferably, yes, but like any meats, berries, and you compress them really, really, really hard together. There's a method to doing this, but
Well, only one food.
it literally.
Oh,
is
I know.
it.
That's like the
That's
process and
pemmican.
everything, but like you can't have individual. Like you can't just have berries, but like it's still not meeting all of your nutritional needs to survive for more than a year, according to the AI answer. That's just.
I was gonna say, did the AI try it yet?
Well, it makes sense. You have a lot of nutritional needs, and potatoes will cover you for like a good 40 to 60 years. A teacher actually at a college, he survived off of potatoes for 8 months, nothing but potatoes. He had his spices and whatnot, but like he said he was miserable, but like he was healthy. He went to the doctor to check, like he was healthy. You can easily it's hypothesize you could survive off potatoes for like your entire life almost.
So they would make the pemmican. And put it in these deer bladders, and they'd fill it. And so that's that little pouch that's on the side of the Native Americans' hips when they're walking. That or it's medicinal herbs. Most of the time it's pemmican. Back in the old days, Native Americans were just hunted and shot just for their pemmican.
Okay.
True fact.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying, yeah. That's not a bad choice, though. I'll give you that. That's better than most. Most people say, like, pizza, and you're not surviving for more than, like, 2 months. I'm sorry.
No, you ain't surviving rather than
Yeah.
You got the 30 days that you just ate the one pan of pizza for 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just fucked it. You fucked it.
Mhm. People don't actually think about that, but they're like, you know, if I had one, like if I could eat that meal and I sustained all my nutrients or something, some magical way, that's a different story. I wouldn't pick potatoes, but
No.
that wasn't
Mine
in
would
the
have,
answer.
if it was already processed and everything and put into its form, pemmican. I choose pemmican.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and yeah,
Many
it's already
many
processed.
would be
Yeah.
like MREs or anything, but that's MREs. Again, one pouch of pemmican is still serving sizes.
And MRVs aren't that fucking nutritious. Let's be honest.
No, they are somewhat good when you on the level floating in the sky. But
Right.
I mean,
When you're in the field and you need some calories, there you go. But you
yeah,
can't survive off
you're
MREs.
holding a machine gun and you got hundreds of dead people and blood all over your mother. The only thing that you got to fill your stomach is that sugar bar. You know what? Fuck it, crunch.
There's a joke in the Army, MRE, they stands for something. It's like might. I forget what it stands for. It's fucking funny, though. Let me see. Maybe I can Google it. What does MRE stand for? It stands for meal ready to eat. Or meal rejected by the enemy. Or meals rarely edible.
That sounds like my Uncle Jim talking. Goddamn.
They have a whole bunch of jokes in the Army for MRE. Yeah. Because they are, oof, they're rough.
No, but mostly reserved for the enemy.
Like, I'd rather have fresh potato than an MRE. Sorry, mate.
That is funny. Uncle will be talking that shit too.
right.
Old Indian as well, but I had a crazy old white boy uncle, man. He was, and I mean straight Detroit white boy. Detroit diesel white boy. But he was loud, proud, and didn't give a fuck. He loved his 40 ounces. That man had hit it big one day, and he comes back. He's like, check this out, little nephew. Can you play like me? And he would babble out that shit, like random shit, and he'd be like, I tell you what, I got some money. And I'm like, why are you telling me this, Unc? He goes, if I give you a couple of $100, would you be upset? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, God damn it, your mom and dad rose you too damn well. And he did. He like rocked back and forth. He'd be like, hey, he rose you too goddamn well. And he'd be like, I'll tell you what. Let's go talk to your mom and dad, and I'll tell you what, And so mom, dad, uncle, and aunt just got visiting and chit chat. He goes, I can't wait no more. I'll tell you what, I got me a hold of some Belgian money.
So here's a good one. Here's a good one I just thought of. How much money would it take you to give up everything you own? Your house, everything you own, all your valuables, all your possessions, but you get to start fresh, new, you get to move wherever with your family. How much money would it take you?
It'd probably be 750, and that'll leave me about 125 left.
750,000?
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. I'd go with around 140,000. So like, yeah, it's not that.
Let me really put some value out here. Let's see, 44. See, 1 out of 12. Let's see, that's about. Don't matter. Let's see, there's a 5, and that's about a 2. So yeah, the house value and everything, probably about $110,000 is total house retail value.
But you're missing. You're losing all your personal possessions.
Yeah. Yard, property, trailer, trucks. It'd be like bedroom, like bed,
Everything.
like everything, all of that. It'd be
Everything,
like,
clothes on your back. You're naked at the end
it'd
of
probably
it.
be like 110,000 if somebody's actually looking to pay for the cash. Like
I mean, they have to walk in and be like, you know what? That feather is like a $5 feather. That dream catcher right there, that looks like that's a $10 dream catcher. Oh, that Native American tambourine, that looks like a $200 dream, tambourine.
Hmm.
So they gotta, yeah, everything has to have a price. It just has to matter because there's at least $110,000 worth of bottom minimum price of everything being just like if I was to sell it all, just gone. 110,000. I'll be fine with it.
That's an easy one, high one. I would choose Rush, the Nickelodeon game show for kids. It'd be easy as fuck. Sorry, you're some good hypotheticals, people. Like fuck Christ. Some of these are just like, oh, that's easy. Choose an easy game show, of course, where the kids compete.
Is it still? Is it?
Oh yeah, no. Rush is a Nickelodeon game show where you compete in like athletic things, but it's kids. So I'd
So,
like
like-
stomp them, and then you
I
like
could-
climb to the mountain, and whoever climbs fastest wins, and I'd fucking stomp them in that shit.
I'm definitely one down for the idea of like the death race. If like, can you get out of my prison?
I'm choosing the
Like,
easiest, man. I'm choosing like the easiest where like I could win it easily.
Why
Move
does
on with
bro
my
gotta
life.
leave? Why does bro gotta leave right now? Nah, man. He's murdered everybody that's been up here, man. Nah, why does he gotta leave right now? No, he just wants to go, man. He wants freedom. He wants to fly with the birds, come back. He's like, I got 2 more dead people.
Plus, I always wanted to be on Rush when I was a kid. That fucking show. They need to bring back the Nick game shows. That's just me.
That's fun stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
But that was, I think, that's different from that is actually Orlando, Florida studios or something like that. Isn't it?
Yeah,
Orlando, yeah.
They
So
shut
there's
it
a
down a
different-
while ago.
There's
Yeah.
a different studios from that Disneyland down there that they have,
Yeah, I got no more hypotheticals. I got nothing. Absolutely nothing. I mean, how have you been? You been good?
Well, so far I have been doing all
The
right.
past week, yeah. I
Trying-
mean, I seen you're gaming more.
Right.
You're not really streaming more, but you're gaming more, and that makes me happy. I see you on Steam more, so that's cool.
trying to keep. I'm trying to update some of the the graphical issues. So I'm competing with graphical issues, and then I've been uninstalling games so that way I don't just like have a bunch of crammed up bullshit.
You have the
Right.
thing that updates your drivers, right? Is it an AMD graphics card you have? Okay, cool, cool.
But in the end, so like Command and Conquer 3, Tiberium Wars, and all
Mhm.
that, right? So like those all will not enlarge themselves to
Yeah,
fit.
I already know. I play 0 Hour. I had that same trouble. You got to get mods. Look into
Yeah.
the community page on Steam. People have mods and shit. Like you just got to get mods, and it's
Well,
just
so-
a single
so-
download, and it's like they have updated graphics, and it looks so much better, and it's
They
reframed,
do,
and
but,
yeah.
but those are becoming very,
I know.
very limited.
It depends the
now.
game. It depends. Like they're still coming out with missions for 0 Hour.
They always will. It's
Yeah.
not gonna stop.
Yeah,
Everybody-
like that's the. It depends the game. Like yeah.
that's your sandbox.
Yeah. Well, they have a World War II version for 0 Hour where it changes all the factions and redoes everything. It's a rewrite practically.
So in the way, the World War II version was Red Alert 3 style, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, yeah, that was Red Alert 3 style.
Mhm.
So-
I haven't tried. I've just downloaded a couple mods, mainly a ship one. I was curious, but they never can balance them well.
When you're playing those, they're only good for looks, and if you spawn them in on a creator map, you have to spawn them in on a spot, and keep them static, or otherwise
Yeah.
they'll become sand sharks.
Yeah, so I just got the main mod to make fucking generals work and improve the graphics and give me like a fuck ton of maps.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna look into that.
Yeah, and then I was like, that's all I need. Perfect, you know. I looked into one too that gave GLA flying, and it was actually pretty balanced though. They give them suicide planes and shit. So like it was actually kind of fun. Like balloons that move slow instead of helicopter. Like it was actually pretty cool.
I could see that. I could fucking
Right? Like it was actually like then the suicide planes were cheap, but you only had 4 slots, so it's like you gotta send them out, you know? Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a cool fucking little, you know, mod, but I uninstalled it. I was done with that. You know? I was like, that's neat.
Well, so I've gotten the story part out, and so I've played Tiberian Sun, and I'm going into Firestorm.
Mhm.
The game's pretty nice, especially like actually bringing back some retro gaming. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of getting back into them old steps. I've been looking into some. Well, of course, Soda Man. Okay, I've that. And
I know you've yet to like even play Enter the Gungeon again. It's fine, but yeah, you'll play it one day and you'll be like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing."
Well, I was already planning on checking out Enter the Gungeon, another time. 'Cause
Yeah.
like I said, I've had to uninstall a few things at the same time.
Oh yeah, yeah. Reinstall it and everything. I totally completely wipe it and reinstall everything. Just delete the folder, Steam apps.
No. Yeah, don't ever delete the folders. God, no. If you do that, then you fuck yourself. The uninstalling just the game app itself is fine, but don't delete the files. God forbid you
Nah,
do
I
that.
delete them all the time. I did it for New Vegas a lot.
But that's not teaching people how to save games and keep them properly.
Yeah, I made sure to keep backups too, but yeah, I deleted them a lot.
Because if you start going and you're just like, oh, delete, and you just want to clean them out, and you know
Yeah.
what you're consciously doing, that's one thing.
Yeah,
When you're not conscious about it and you're like, oh, delete, and you're like, okay, here's my startup program or something, you set it back up, you're gonna confuse the shit out of that program.
oh yeah,
But
I
I'm
feel ya.
trying to work on trying to get that screen to fit perfectly.
Mhm.
So and I feel that there's a different approach to it because I remember that not only the mod is there to help, but there's another way to fix it.
Oh, yeah.
Find a gentleman who used to work for EA, and I guess he was on YouTube and put a little clip out there of how to fix that problem without having to go through all the crazy nonsense.
Yeah, yeah,
But I'm just gonna check them both out just because I want to get it done.
Oh, yeah.
I want better screen. That to zoom in, and it's nothing wrong with the computer in any way, shape, or form. There's nothing wrong. So
yeah.
keep in mind that everything is up to date. GTX or the RTX GeForce is running. The power supply is going good. RAM's moving around. It ain't hummed, and your fan hasn't said a bitchin' thing since.
Fuck yes. Fuck yes. Yeah, no, I figured she'd be running just fine, just fine. So that's good to hear. Fuck yes. Just some hiccups here and there. You gotta, work out. But yeah, she's an old girl, but she'll work.
Yep, I've been literally telling everybody, and I said it's thanks to Chris Siege, if it wasn't, and then I've been letting everybody know thanks to the community, and PC Nerd definitely, for pushing that out. I've been bragging the shit about you guys.
Oh yeah.
Putting it out there.
Oh yeah.
If
Yeah.
it wasn't for you two.
Well, like I said, it was going nowhere. The PC was sitting, not even in the box. Like it was just sitting in the corner. I had playing for new PC. So like, yeah, it was going nowhere. So
You guys fixed
it went to a good home. Yeah,
But
that's
yeah,
all that matters
I
to me.
In all reality, I had about maybe 6 months left out of that PC. To tell you the truth.
Yeah.
So everything out of it, hard drive, graphics card is out of the Asus now into this one, cleaned up, running, up to date.
Yeah, I'd say you got about 8 months, or 8 months till you have to replace the CPU paste. You're still good. Like,
So what I did was undo all that, went down, and pulled that CPU paste. And
I
you
hate
have,
that
like,
fucking cooler and the screws on it. That shit sucks so bad. That's why I didn't
Well,
replace it. I'm like, I'll let him do
that's
that.
what mine is. Yeah, that's what mine
Fucking
is. It's
yeah, it's
exactly
no
that's
wonder
what
you
it looks
broke the
like.
screws. Like they suck so
Yeah,
bad.
you gotta have metal You gotta have the metal female parts and the
Hmm.
steel bolt. I like those ones.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Um,
Yep.
but again, I pulled that off and the paste and cleaned it up. Seen where it was cooking, it was cooking very fucking hot.
On my
It was
CPU?
yes, it
Oh yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah. It doesn't
It was
surprise
it
me.
was turning. It was turning. So I applied it in the X formation that it asked, and
Mhm.
make sure a pea size in the middle, and let the rest of it, compress itself in by the own heat of its own, temperature and all that. So I
Yep.
let that all.
Perfect.
That's all good,
Perfect.
but it was the amount of paste that was already on there. It was literally just a little
Yeah.
pancake disc,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah, I could imagine
So
it was cooking and yeah, but I assume all the cores still work and everything too, so it's
yes,
fine.
everything's running like it
Yeah, it's
should.
just a little cooked on the surface.
Um, I don't. Maybe, but like I said, I think it's just the fan was just getting a lot of heat running
Yeah.
before, just heat. Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with the CPU though. That's what
No,
matters.
everything's running good, and I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Fuck yeah.
So
Yeah, she's
I've
old.
been bragging to you guys for helping me out for that. That's awesome.
Hell yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, well, that's not what they're here for, but yeah, we're happy to help, if they're
There you
available.
go. That's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Happy for
Yep,
that.
yeah. I mean, they helped me build my gaming PC, and then I built my streaming one off stream because I felt confident enough, And I ended up putting the CPU fans backwards, each of them. So,
Well, it
doesn't
wouldn't
hurt
matter.
to have help.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't really matter. So you can move your PC. You can have them all running inside and out. Like all that matters is that it has to have one facing outwards, no matter what.
Exactly. Yeah, I had it. So I have a radiator, so it goes out into a radiator, and then I have two fans on each side, and the one fan was, well, both fans were blowing in.
The only one. God damn it.
Yeah, so well, it said CPU overheating after like 2 minutes, and it shut down my PC, and I'm like, the fuck, and then I felt the air and everything, and I'm like, fuck me. I'm an idiot.
Not approved.
And I opened it up, switched them around, and put it back together. But yeah, that was the only problem building my streaming one was I had put the CPU fans backwards, and I was like, I'm an idiot.
I already have the old graphics card. So remember the old graphics card I have. I can put that back in the old power. I do have a couple other hard drives in my other spare PCs that I got to bust out.
Hmm.
So
Maybe you can make a second streaming PC.
I got to open up another shell in my graveyard of bodies.
I feel you.
I tried bringing y'all out to the graveyard of bodies last time, but the phone cut out of service. So.
Yeah, I remember. I popped in a lot while I was streaming because it was Saturday and I was streaming to YouTube and But yeah, I never showed the stream just because.
The service I was getting, it's just the
Well,
phone. It's
I'd have
just
to bring
good
it up
shit.
on my streaming PC. It's complicated. So I never showed it. I just played the sound, but
I got
yeah.
to bring it up over on this PC to be able to hear it over on this one, connect
Yeah.
this one to that one, and then here we go again.
But yeah, I got a lot of it recorded. I dipped out when you started saying personal info. So I was like, yeah, I don't think he wants that recorded. He's going to dip out.
No, yeah, I
And
didn't.
I returned, yeah, but I have most of it recorded if you want to look back, and I dipped in and out in the beginning and yeah, I was having a fun time. I'd dip out and I'd be like, what is he doing putting all of my components into his old PC? And then dip back in like, how's it going, Draco?
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
part I almost
Oh,
did.
I was
because
pulling my
that
hair
part-
out, just like, you gotta be kidding me, what is he doing? Just, he's so
Oh,
close.
But you already knew that. You had already been told that.
Oh, I was trying to calm you down. That was my
Oh, it
main
was.
goal. I was trying to get you to
It
take a
wasn't
break,
working.
calm down, rethink it. Like,
But I didn't know when you came
yeah,
in, you were like, God damn, it's been 7 hours. And I was
yeah.
like,
I
and
wasn't,
at the same
but
time, the whole
I,
time, I am eyeballing the clock like I am going to melt.
well, like I wasn't. That's I wasn't trying to troubleshoot you. Like hardware came in, and thank God he did. But he came in trying to troubleshoot. Well, it's this plugged in. Have you tried this port? And I wasn't trying to do. I was just trying to calm you down. You know, that was my main goal. I was like, let me not do troubleshooting right now. That's not going to help.
Well, either way, it didn't matter because if not having the input of video, like, and if it wasn't connected
But
anywhere from
that's
TV to the
troubleshooting.
back,
He
right,
needs to, like it's just he needs to start from the basics and troubleshoot through. It's basic trouble.
yeah.
Yeah, like you
And
got
it
to
wouldn't
start with the
matter
dumb
'cause
shit.
if the PC kicked up and started away or started up right away, whether it was, going good into tower or not, if it wasn't receiving no sort of signal,
Yeah,
there
and that's
was
the thing.
no.
I was trying to answer questions that he had before you troubleshooted with it, just from what I had seen you doing. So we got through it. We got through it, but yeah, it was painful. It was
Oh man,
painful.
well, again, not accepting the defeat part was is the major part of it.
Yeah, I was just
'Cause
trying to
it-
calm you. That was my main goal, though. Was just calm him down, get him to where he's back to willing to work on it. Like get a drink of water. That was my main goal. I wasn't troubleshooting at all. I was answering them troubleshooting with questions I already knew. I wasn't asking any questions to you like, "Hey, have you tried this?" Like I just was like, "Just calm down, Draco. We got," and trying to be motivational, because I figured you needed that. No one was really doing that, and I think it helped. But
In the end, it was all the fact of having to go back into my
Yep.
hard drive to open it up and have it recognize your BIOS, not the other way around.
Yep.
Most of the time, you go into BIOS and open it up from there to allow the hard drive recognition.
yeah.
It was a little bit backwards. And again, I wasn't used to seeing what you see as an OSIS opening screen
Oh, I know.
program.
Yeah.
Mine's different. It just shows the OSIS.
My
You are here.
my BIOS is cool though. It's got all the stars if I remember correct.
Yeah, I like it. It's fucking cool.
It's cool,
It
yeah.
looks like Gallagher.
Yeah, it's cool as fuck. I dig it. It's like fuck. I could use this as a wallpaper. But yeah,
I
no,
could keep that out all night and not have to worry about nothing.
like Jesus, it would be a great screensaver.
I still remember Starfield was one of the main screensavers. Starfield and 3D Maze.
Well, you know why they made screensavers, right? So
Quit
that
burning the picture up.
yeah, so it saved your screen. Now it's just obsolete, but yeah, it's
You won't find those classic screensavers anymore.
it's
If
true.
you do, you have the disc. That's
No,
the only
you
way.
could definitely download them somewhere on the internet. I'm sure of it.
They're bugged. They're all the ones that. So like you'd get the Starfield, like we get the bubbles nowadays, right? But now they're just more of like pop bubbles, the colorful ones.
Oh, they're not the same, but yeah, you could find downloads, but yeah, they're never the same.
Yeah, I miss the old one.
I like the tube line one that creates like a cool block or yeah,
Pipes.
and then it fades
3D
away, and then it starts again. I love that one.
How many times you were watching the screensaver more than you were paying attention?
Dude, I got
to?
lost in that screensaver for hours. I think I spent more hours on that screensaver than in Halo, which is 1,472.9.
Now you fell asleep watching it.
Right? Jesus Christ.
Is it lunchtime yet? No, but where's the finish line to that pipe?
Right? I love that fucking screensaver.
They had fishy ones back in my days where you'd have to chase little fishies with your mouse.
Oh, yeah.
that
That's
they had
what.
the
That's
3D
all.
made.
You know what? That's another reason I liked Vista. They had good screen. That's when they started Bubbles. Believe it or not.
Their bubbles, yeah,
Yeah.
their bubbles actually
Oh, their bubbles are fire.
took a while. It took a while, but yeah, their bubbles are fire.
Yeah.
Took a while.
Yeah. It didn't
Like
start Bubbles.
goddamn
Never mind. But
while.
yeah. Yeah. No, that was a good one. But yeah. No, I'm winding down. Are you gonna keep going?
I'm gonna probably swing back on through over onto another game and try to figure out what to do afterwards.
Word. Word.
That or I might end up just running some extra tube VODs and some funnies, maybe some
Okay.
clips.
I'm all right out to you. So yeah.
All right,
It's
brother,
viewing
man.
Me through yeah. Okay, yeah. And yeah, no, thanks for straight good fucking. We got some good shorts. I could tell. We're gonna get some
Well, I
good
better have
shorts.
good shorts. They better be colorful and
Well,
so
last week I fast forwarded them because I wanted to get all the conversation, but I'm just not gonna do that because the algorithm doesn't
Did you?
like
Okay,
it.
so I
Yeah.
wasn't tripping. It wasn't
No,
hard. It
yeah.
wasn't okay. So
I wasn't.
I looked up a
Yeah.
couple of them and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, and I wasn't
Why do
feeling
they
lazy. I
sound
didn't
like
want to
that?
redo it, so but we got some
Okay,
good
okay.
shorts of just like me asking a hypothetical and then your immediate answer. So it's like yes, that's a perfect short.
Santa Claus, OP, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm just sitting there like yes, this will be perfect. But yeah, I'm not fast forwarding any of them, not anymore.
You sound like goddamn Alvin and Chipmunk. Come on, bud. Do that shit. People think we'd be smoking helium.
Yeah, I tried not to do it too quick, but yeah, I'm gonna not just do
What
it
did
at
you
all.
have the speed set at?
I had like 2.6 at the most.
Christ.
Yeah, which isn't that much, but yeah,
That's
it's
2 1/4.
yeah. I gotta stop that shit. But yeah, no. Peace out, everyone. Hope to see you all
You gotta grow
later.
up.
Yeah, peace out, Drago.
Peace, man.
Well, peace out, Maestro. Oh, never mind. There you go.